The rematch the world has been waiting for. It's Triple G versus Canelo. So let's get this party started. Let's meet the Warriors. Here's Triple G on video.
He talked about before fight. He said he's true Mexican. He's not break Mexican style. I'm break Mexican style. He's that style. I don't feel his power. I don't feel nothing. I want to destroy him. So after this point, I want to destroy him. All fans understand who's champion.
From Karaganda, Kazakhstan, 37 victories, 33 big wins by knockout without a loss, and he has one draw. He is the unified, reigning, defending IBF, IBO, WBA, WBC, middleweight champion of the world, Gennady Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G.
Entering the Seven Nation Army, his theme song. When you hear it, you're like, uh-oh, here he comes. Here comes that man.
You start thinking about those knockout highlights.
I mean, that's such a perfect song to go with him, too.
It really is.
As DJ Ray was saying, like, you know, Triple G song's only a minute and a half, but he's doing a walk around. There you see they had that red carpet elevated, so the fans who are in the back get to see him, the fans on the side get to see him.
Gennady, let me ask you this. The last contest ended in a draw. What will be your game plan this time to take it out of the hands of the judges?
Right. I had terrible first fight. I believe right now just I have huge fight. I have a lot of ideas and new strategy. Just I show you May 5th, Cinco de Mayo day.
Cinco de Mayo, Las Vegas, Triple G, Canelo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet his opponent once again. Let's go to the video.
Plan de pelea, era el plan que teníamos, pelear en medio del ring. Ocasiones me dio la pauta para poder estar en las cuerdas también. Y pues hicimos lo que teníamos que hacer, lo que teníamos planeado hacer para la pelea. Gané 7-8 rounds de la pelea fácil. Amo lo que hago y quiero dejar en el boxeo bien marcado quién es el Canelo. Y para mí esta pelea es muy importante. Es una pelea que tiene mucho porcentaje de terminar por nocaut.
Y ahora, damas y caballeros, de Guadalajara, Jalisco, México. 49 victories, 34 big wins by knockout, only one defeat with 2 draws. He's a 2-time world champion, the former junior middleweight champion of the world, the reigning and defending lineal middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
praderas y flores son como talismanes.
Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Coming into the traditional song that he uses. Vicente Fernandez, México, lindo y querido. Desde Jalisco, Mexico, Canelo Alvarez walking the red carpet. Strutting. Rodriguez will serve as translator.
Canelo, a draw the last time. What will happen in the ring on Cinco de Mayo this year?
No, la verdad que será otra gran pelea. Pelea que tendremos la oportunidad de hacerle saber a la gente quién fue mejor en la primera.
It's going to be another great fight, and we're going to have the opportunity to show the world who is the better fighter and who should have won the first fight.
Cinco de Mayo, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, live on HBO pay-per-view.
There he is, Canelo Alvarez. You heard the record. Doug, how old is he? 20?
27.
Fans love him. You remember when he made his U.S. debut, don't you?
Yes, I was there. I was at Staples Center. Oh, no, actually, his first fight in the U.S. was in Fantasy Springs in Indio.
So
But
small.
his first major fight was at the Staples Center against former welterweight champion Carlos Baldemir.
Oh, yes, Carlos Baldemir, they went on a roll. His only defeat to Floyd Mayweather. Some people said that might have been too soon for him. But
Little bit.
with Canelo, you give him credit for always taking the fight.
Ladies
He's
and
going to have the
gentlemen,
fight.
Just a few months to go to Cinco de Mayo. We're live in T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Live on HBO pay-per-view. The fighters will get in the ring and face each other. But right now, here at LA Live, let's have the two champions face each other right here on the stage for the first time. So, Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Gennadyevich Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple J, Cinco de Mayo. Let's throw it back to Mario Lopez.
Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome everyone to the kickoff officially to Canelo Triple G2 on May 5th. The two biggest names in the sport of boxing will face off once again after their last fight in September, which ended in a draw. On stage with us today, we have the chairman and CEO of Golden Boy Promotions, Mr. Oscar De La Hoya.
Guys, also for Team Triple G on stage with us tonight, we do have his promoter, Tom Loeffler.
For Team Triple G on stage with us tonight is the trainer for Gennady, Abel Sanchez.
Also translating tonight for Team Canelo will be Golden Boy matchmaker, Roberto Diaz.
Also on stage with us tonight, part of Team Canelo, his manager and co-trainer, Jose Chepo Reynoso. And the trainer of Canelo Alvarez, Eddie Reynoso. Canelo Triple G2 is sponsored by Tecate, the official beer of boxing, Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle, Fred Loya Insurance, and Fathom Events. Joining us now is the brand director of Tecate, Gustavo Guerra. Gustavo is here in spirit for sure.
We do have him here.
All right, here comes Gustavo. Thank you, Gustavo.
Do you have a mic?
And also joining us now. Well, Gustavo, say a couple words if you'd like.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Gustavo Guerra, the brand director of Tecate, the official beer of boxing. I just want to say, first and foremost, and most importantly, we are super happy that this fight is finally going to take place. We're going to see millions of fight fans very happy about this fight. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you to our partners, to Golden Boy Promotions and to Triple G Promotions for making this incredible fight happen. Second, And it's only the spirit of match, that effort, that we will throw and we will deliver the biggest and boldest boxing promotion ever in the history of the brand. We're going to go big on TV by launching a national campaign in 25 networks in both English and Spanish to reach over 140 million people over 21 years old. We're gonna be, actually, yes, got Canelo. We're featuring Canelo Alvarez. Forgot to mention that on our campaign. So it's one and only our truly champ. Secondly, we're gonna go big in digital by throwing a big campaign across Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram that will reach more than 15 million legal drinking age people. And lastly, but not least, of course, a huge retail effort by activating 10,000 stores and challenging consumers on a big promotion to claim their corner for a chance to win 5,000 pay-per-views and the ultimate fighting experience. And last but not least, of course, we're gonna own Vegas by taking over more than 300 touch points and throwing another world-class on-site activation. So we just wanna wish the best of luck to the two fighters as they enter to train camp. Mucha suerte. And we hope to see you guys again on Cinco de Mayo. Thank you.
Gracias, Gustavo.
All right, thank you, Gustavo. All right, joining us now from Hennessy, help me welcome Patricia Vasconcelos, the Multicultural Marketing Manager of Moet Hennessy.
Good evening, everyone. Hola, mi gente. I'm Patricia Vasconcelos. I'm honored to be here on behalf of Hennessy, and we are here to support the World Championship boxer, Canelo Saul Alvarez. Yes. We are totally thrilled. This is our second year with Golden Boy and Canelo, and without hesitation, we did this for 2018. We have parallels with all three companies, Hennessy, Canelo, and Golden Boy, and it's about family, and it's about building that long-term legacy. It's about craftsmanship, mastery, and the best is all of the quality. So for us and Hennessy, we are elated and continue to support Canelo. We are so thankful for his dedication, his inspiration to everyone. And for Canelo and Golden Boy Productions, we say, never stop, never settle. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Canelo Triple G2 will be held on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, of course, and to speak on the importance of the May 5th date is the president of the WBC, Mauricio Sulaimán.
Muy buenas noches, good night. For the WBC, it's very special to have Canelo, to have Triple G. We are very happy to see they honor the commitment to give the fights, the fans, the best fight that they can do. Congratulations, Oscar de la Hoya, Tom Loeffler, for making this a reality. Cinco de Mayo is the day that the Mexicans stood up to the French against all odds and defeated and became great. Cinco de Mayo, we'll see Canelo and Golovkin fighting for the best and to remember the days of Sugar Ray, Hagler, Lerner, Hearns, and Oscar de la Hoya. Best of luck to both of you. God bless you. And let's see Cinco de Mayo who really wants the green and gold belt. Congratulations.
Gracias, Mauricio.
Thank you so much. Now, Canelo Triple G2 will be produced and distributed live on May 5th by HBO Pay-Per-View. With more on that is the Executive Vice President of HBO Sports. Help me welcome Peter Nelson.
It's great to see all of you here. We're really excited for this event on May 5th. First and foremost, we really want to thank the fans. Without the fans, as the fighters will attest, this fight never happens. I want to thank the fans. I want to thank all the media who's out here supporting this event. We want to thank Canelo. We want to thank Triple G. We want to thank their promoters, Tom Loeffler, Oscar De La Hoya. I want to thank my staff, Tony Walker, Florida. Pay-per-view for us. We want to thank all of our distributors. The start time for this great show that's going to determine so much, the 160 pounds, is going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get the night started early. It's going to be a great night of fights, all action, start to finish, culminating with the main event. You guys know what's at stake. It's fight of the year. It's fighter of the year. It's a legacy on the line for these two great fighters. We can't wait to see what happens on May 5th. Look forward to seeing you all there. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Peter. Canelo Triple G2 is proud to be returning to the T-Mobile Arena once again, and now making his way to the stage is the president of Sports and Entertainment for MGM Resorts International, Mr. Richard Sturm.
Thank you. Good evening to all the media, the attendants, the fight fans watching around the world. I am truly excited to be here today and announce that the T-Mobile Arena will be the host to this extraordinary rematch between Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin on Saturday, May 5th, over the Cinco de Mayo weekend. Las Vegas is clearly the sports and entertainment capital of the world, and there is no question that these two great champions will once again deliver another sensational event. I'd like to give a special thanks to all of our friends and partners here today, including Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Robert Gaspari, and the Golden Boys promotion staff, Tom Loeffler and the K2 Promotions, Peter Nelson of HBO Sports Crew, and Bob Bennett of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Look forward to seeing everybody May 5th. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you so much.
All right, now let's hear from the fighters. Let's hear from the teams here. Getting right into it, gentlemen, you both have said that you won the first fight in September. Why do you feel that you won that fight? Canelo, we'll start with you.
Ganaron esa primera pelea. Canelo, ¿por qué sientes que tú ganaste esa primera pelea?
No, la verdad es que yo me sentí ganador en la pelea. Me sentí ganador en la primera pelea, pero gracias a Dios está esta segunda para demostrarle a la gente y demostrarnos a nosotros mismos quién fue el mejor, ¿no? Tanto como él, tanto como yo queremos ganar y queremos convencer de quién fue el mejor. Yo me sentí el ganador de la primera pelea, pero gracias a Dios tenemos esta pelea para confirmarlo.
Without a doubt, I felt I won the first fight. But look, thank God we have this second fight so that he felt he won, I felt I won. This second fight will erase all doubts when I win.
Gennady, you feel very confident that you won the first fight. Why do you think you won convincingly?
You know, I'm a very real guy, just everybody knows this. Just I believe for my power, I believe for my strategy, I believe to my team who support me, I believe to my fans who support me, just all fans. First of all, thank you very much, people who support me, who help in this show, because it doesn't matter first fight, you know, where I had great experience. Right now we have new fight, new ideas. If you want to watch who win, who real champion, please welcome to Vegas, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, or watch pay-per-view, HBO pay-per-view.
All right, guys, we know that when there is a draw, both of the fighters feel like they won. But you know what? It's also their trainers and their teams that feel the same way. So Chepo and Eddie, we're going to ask you guys first. Why do you think that your fighter won that last fight?
¿Por qué piensan que su peleador, que Canelo, ganó la primera pelea?
Buenas tardes, gracias por su asistencia en una tarde con un frío tequilero. Bueno, nosotros cuando se terminó la pelea estábamos confiados, estábamos seguros que habíamos ganado porque Saúl hizo lo suficiente para ganar. Conectó más golpes, le pegaron menos y en el boxeo eso significa pegar y que no te peguen significa triunfar. Desgraciadamente los jueces vieron otra cosa, pero Dios da oportunidades. El próximo 5 de mayo van a ver quién es quién quién es hoy por hoy el mejor libra por libra. Así que el 5 de mayo, no queda lugar a dudas, Saúl va a ganar y por nocaut. Gracias.
Good evening, everybody. On a night that it's cold and we could sip on a little tequila. Look, before the decision was announced, we were very confident that Canelo had won the fight. Why? Boxing's not just about punching and getting punched. It's about hitting and not getting hit. And that's what he did. But you know what? May 5th, we will leave no doubt who the better fighter is and who pound for pound is the best fighter today. And that's Canelo Alvarez. Thank you.
Oscar, you've been part of so many fights, both as a fighter and a promoter now. First of all, are there any fights that you wish you could have ever had a rematch but never did?
Well, let me tell you why the rematch is so important. I would have wished, fighting Trinidad again the second time around. I would have felt that I could have knocked him out in those last 3 rounds instead of boxing him and running. But that's why this fight is so special, because the first fight was a great fight. It was a fight that we haven't seen in the last 20 years. We haven't seen a real fight in the last 10, 15 years. And come Cinco de Mayo, we will see it again, and it'll be much better. And let me tell you one thing. I believe Canelo will knock him out.
Oscar, how long did it take for the negotiations to come together and for the contract to get done for Cinco de Mayo?
They were relatively easy. Working with Tom Lofter is always a pleasure. When you have 2 guys that want to fight each other, dos peleadores que se tienen tantas ganas de pelear, las negociaciones fueron fácil. Así que this fight was easy to make, especially when you have a great partner like Tom Lofter. But more importantly, the fans demanded this fight, and we delivered. Cinco de Mayo will be explosive.
All right, Tom, this one's going to be for you. Now, in an article this past weekend, you were talking to BoxingScene.com, to shout out to them for helping us out with this one, and you said the following. In a response to how the Canelo and Triple G rematch was finalized, you said, getting Canelo to realize his negotiating position had changed because he lost the first fight. Canelo started out with the position of it was a draw, so we should have the same conditions of the first fight. You went on to say, slowly we moved forward or closer together, and with all the final details. When we said 90% done, it was just a few small details that needed to be sorted out. Madison Square Garden made a very strong offer. I would say probably equal to what Nevada made, but Canelo made it clear that he preferred to go back to Las Vegas. So Tom, this one is for you. Do you think that Canelo is afraid to be fighting in New York at Madison Square Garden?
Look, Canelo wouldn't have signed for this fight if he's afraid of Triple G. We know Canelo has a warrior heart. It's chilly out here tonight, but it's going to be hot under the lights in Las Vegas on Cinco de Mayo. It's going to be a war. Canelo's predicting a knockout. Oscar's predicting a knockout. We believe Triple G won the first fight. He's going to turn up the pressure. Dr. Abel Sanchez is going to turn up the pressure. We'll see you Cinco de Mayo in Las Vegas.
All right, Canelo, so this one, Canelo, this question is for you now. We want to make sure that we do have his attention. Canelo, are you afraid to fight Triple G outside of Las Vegas?
Yo peleo donde sea. Dicen un dicho en México que el perico, el que es perico donde quieras verde. Entonces, yo peleo donde sea. Simplemente eligieron Las Vegas, yo no me encargo de eso. No, por eso tengo mi equipo de trabajo y ellos estuvieron de acuerdo. Creo que siempre se hace por lo mejor. Yo peleo donde sea y eso decían en la primera pelea que le tenía miedo. Y aquí estoy nuevamente y donde quieran.
Look, you all know me. I'm going to fight him anywhere. I'm not afraid of nobody, and I've shown that. The first time they were saying he's going to knock me out and I wouldn't fight him. And look, here we are again. There's a saying in Mexico, a parrot's green anywhere he goes. I'm not afraid of him. I'm going to knock him out.
Saul, you said in the past that you were friends with Gennady, that you guys get along well. Is that still the same, or do you feel differently towards him now?
No, mira, somos dos peleadores profesionales. No necesitamos decirnos cosas o vender la pelea de esa manera. Somos dos profesionales y sabemos que arriba del cuadrilátero vamos a dar todo. Nos queremos noquear, eso sí. Nos queremos noquear, sí. En lo personal lo quiero hacer, él también. Pero nosotros no necesitamos vender la pelea así. La gente sabe que al subirnos al cuadrilátero somos dos peleadores que vamos a entregar todo y la gente va a salir contenta.
We don't need to badmouth each other. We don't need to bad talk each other and all the pushing, shoving. We don't need to sell it that way. The fans know what we bring, that we both want to knock each other out. Of course, we both want to win convincingly. That's why the fans know what we bring, and that's what we're going to do for this fight. I want to knock him out.
All right, this question, we're going to direct this one to Abel. Now, we know that the teams not only disagree in the outcome of the fight, but you guys kind of disagree in how to train your fighters. So do you think that Eddie and Chepo adequately prepared Canelo for that first fight?
Well, absolutely. We wouldn't be sitting here if they hadn't. They're a great team. They've developed this young man since he was 13 years old. They've done a great job. He's at the top of the rung. Gennady and Canelo are number 1 and number 2 as a middleweight. But everybody here knows who won the first fight.
All right, well, right now, Abel, we want to take a look at something that Tom said yesterday in his mano a mano interview. So let's take a look at the screens.
I think there's definitely a big difference between Abel Sanchez and his training camp up at the summit in Big Bear, California, and what Canelo does. You know, Canelo's training is clearly has gotten him to where he is. He's a proven champion, and he can knock guys out like he did with Kirkland, like he did with Khan. But Triple G is no Kirkland or Khan. He's got the best chin in the sport of boxing. He walked right through Canelo's best shots, and I think mentally that's what frustrated Canelo also. He landed that great uppercut, and then two seconds later, Triple G was right on him again against the ropes. So that's got to stick in Canelo's mind, and that's where we'll see if Gennady can finish the job.
Eddie, how do you plan on having Canelo prepared in this fight, and will your strategy be different going in this time around?
No, realmente no necesitamos hacer cosas distintas. Un peleador que tiene cualidades, que tiene gran talento, nada más tiene que seguir repasando sus cosas y hacer las cosas bien ese día de ir del ring, pero una segunda pelea con Golovkin realmente no nos implica hacer muchos cambios, simplemente reafirmar lo que hicimos la vez pasada y salir con la mano en alto.
No, there's not many more changes that we have to do. Look, when you have a fighter with the talent and the qualities of Canelo, there's not much more adjustments that need to be made. Just simply keep doing what we're doing, make some adjustments, and go in there with the best, and go in there and win.
All right, Abel, we got you on video as well, and you seem to think that there is a way to stop Canelo. So right now we're going to take a listen to your interview when you sat down for Mano a Mano.
I'm convinced that he'll get stopped if he decides to make it the kind of fight where they test each other. Instead of backpedaling, I think that he backpedaled so much and never really stopped to give the fans a view of the things that he was talking about. There was moments in there where he did stop to throw a couple desperation combinations. It really wasn't a combination where he was adamant about staying there and trying to knock Golovkin out. Those desperation combinations look flashy on tape, but 1 or 2 punches landing every third or fourth round is not the kind of fight that we were expecting. He will get hurt to the body if he stops. It's not just his chin.
No me molesta porque él cree que es un gran entrenador y no sabe lo que es el boxeo. No sabe lo que es el boxeo, lo que es tener técnica, lo que es saber boxear, lo que es saber hacer un movimiento, lo que es saber adaptarte a las circunstancias en la pelea, no ir solo para adelante tirando golpes. Eso es boxear. y me extraña de él que dice que se cree un gran entrenador, que no sepa lo que distinguir que es tener técnica con lo otro que dice.
All right, Abel, not the most favorable of words there, him questioning your style and, of course, you as a trainer. So how would you like to respond to that?
I like to respond by saying there's some guys out there to tell him to quit running, and that's exactly what he did the first fight. Second of all, I have one fighter already in the Hall of Fame. 2 are headed to the Hall of Fame. 17 world champions later, I think I know what I'm talking about.
Chepo, recently you said in an interview that we cannot play around with Golovkin because it is very risky to get hit with the wrong punch. That Golovkin's already reached his limit. As they say, where I'm from, an old dog does not learn new tricks. So I don't think Golovkin is going to surprise Canelo, but I think we're going to be the ones to surprise him.
Todos sabemos que Golovkin es un peleador que tiene gran poder, pero esa noche Saúl le mojó la pólvora. Y yo creo que a veces las esquinas hablamos de más, hablamos muchas cosas, porque después de todo no recibimos ni un cabronazo. Los que tienen que hablar ese día es Saúl y Golovkin. Ellos son los que tienen que hablar con los guantes arriba del ring. Dejémonos de cosas también nosotros los de las esquinas, que va a hacer y que voy a hacer y que corrió, que no corrió. Bueno, pues en un ring puedes hasta volar si tienes chance. Ahora, si corres, un ring no es para correr. El problema fue que no supo taparle las salidas a mi peleador. Así que dejémonos de cosas y que peleen ellos el 5 de mayo. Gracias.
Look, we knew of the power he had, but we also know what we had in Canelo and made him miss. But look, at the end of the day, the corners could keep talking and talking and talking. It's not about us. Let's let the fighters do what they do, fight. Because at the end of the day, look, they're the ones that got to go do what they have to do after training and perform in the fight. And the ring is meant to be able to move, box. If his fighter doesn't know how to cut their corners, that's not our fault.
All right, now we're going to take you guys back to that first fight and take a listen to that post-fight interview with Max Kellerman.
Early in the fight, in the first 3 rounds, you were boxing very well, and then he started to come on in the middle rounds. What changed?
No, obviamente en los primeros asaltos salí a ver qué era lo que mostraba para después ir haciendo la pelea, pero gané 7, 8 rounds de la pelea fácil.
In the first rounds, I just came out to see what he had, but then I started building. But I won 7, 8 rounds easily.
It seemed to us ringside that by the last 3 rounds, Gennady had built the lead and that you sensed some urgency and started fighting in the championship rounds as though you needed them to win the fight.
No, obviamente para convencer lo que ya tenía ganado.
No, not at all. To be convincing in what I already had won. That's all.
So Canelo felt that he won 7 or 8 rounds. What did you think, Gennady?
So, Oscar, we just heard that Canelo said he won about 7 or 8 rounds of the fight. How many rounds do you think he won? Oscar, how many rounds do you think Canelo won?
Yeah, no, I thought he won. I thought he won 7-5. The draw. Obviously, I know that people can see it as a draw. This fight, obviously, yes, could have gone either way. And that's why this second fight is so exciting because, look, both guys have to change their strategy. And I know for a fact that the second fight is going to be explosive. It's going to be a great fight. This is what the fans wanted, and this is what we delivered.
Tom, you see the fight differently. How many rounds do you feel Gennady won in the fight, and how did you score it?
We saw it completely differently. We agreed with HBO. HBO is neutral. Harold Letterman scored it 8 rounds to 4. That's how we scored it. It wasn't rocket science. Gennady was coming forward the whole time. He outlanded Canelo 10 rounds to 2. We have respect for Canelo. He's the second person ever to go 12 rounds with Gennady. So we have respect for him, but we thought Triple G won the fight.
All right, Oscar, you also sat down with our team for the mano-a-mano interview. So right now we're going to take a listen at something that you said over that interview.
He knows what he has to do. He knows what he can do. He's felt his power. See, people were talking about Golovkin's power, how you have a fighter who is just destroying everyone with a single touch of his fist, he will destroy you and knock you out. It wasn't the case. I asked Canelo after the fight, does Golovkin hit hard? And he was like, no, he doesn't. So what that tells me is that, yes, his game plan is going to change. I have a feeling Canelo will be more aggressive.
Abel, do you think Canelo will be more aggressive in the rematch?
I sure hope so. I sure hope so, because I think these fans deserve the kind of fight that they expected the first time. They deserve the kind of fight that he was talking about the first time, that he keeps talking about now, and that Oscar is saying now. As a promoter, I know that he wants to sell a fight that the people are going to pay for and want to see again. The first fight is not one that he can sell too many times and lie to these people like he did the first time.
Well, Saul, you said that Golovkin won't have any excuse this time because you're going to knock him out. So how are you going to change your style or strategy this fight?
Primero que nada quiero decir, también mentiste a tus fans. Dijiste que me ibas a noquear en 6 rounds.
First off, I want to start by saying you also lied to your fans because you said that he would knock me out under 6 rounds. What happened there?
Fue difícil, pero it's impossible to knock somebody out when he fights the fight not to be knocked out. When you run, it's impossible to catch anybody.
Les prometiste a tus
You
fans.
promised your fans that he would knock me out.
You promised us also you were going to fight the knock Golovkin out in 10. You
Les
didn't.
prometiste que me ibas a noquear y no me hiciste nada.
Nah, don't run.
And he didn't do anything.
No corras la siguiente vez.
Y
A ver si no te
te
noquean.
hablo a ti porque tu
corras.
peleador no dice nada.
No corras.
Eres el que más abres el hocico.
No corras. Póngase como hombre ahí.
Gennady.
Yes.
You're sitting there smiling. What adjustments do you feel you need to make to try to knock out Canelo this fight? How are you going to change your approach?
I feel just very happy because this time I stay here. I come to May 5th to Vegas, to ring. Just I have big chance. I have great chance for history, maybe for no step to history. Just I have great opponent like Canelo. Just I'm very happy. Just I want to say just thank you who support me, who support this time for us. Thank you God. Just I'm very happy. I don't want talking for last time, for last fight. Just I want more. I want to stay front. I want to stay second step. Just I want a next fight.
All right, well, let's hear it from the fans. You guys, how many rounds do you think Canelo Triple G2 is going to go? Let's hear it from you guys. What do you think? How many rounds? 6. We're hearing 6. We're hearing 10.
We're hearing a lot of different numbers right here. Any last words from the fighters before you see each other again on Cinco de Mayo? Anything you want to say to your opponent?
No, la verdad, primero que nada quiero agradecerte por el apoyo, el que estén aquí siempre apoyándome. La verdad que quiero agradecerle y espero que disfruten de esta gran pelea que será sin duda. Pondré todo mi parte para que así sea y más que nada agradecerle a ustedes todo el apoyo que me brindan. Muchas gracias.
I just want to tell the public, the fans, thank you for all the love and support they've always showed me. And this will be no exception. It's going to be another great fight, and I'm going to give all on my behalf to make you all enjoy and have a great night of boxing. Thank you.
All right, Gennady, what would you like to say to everybody?
I'll do the same. Just please stay focused, stay in boxing, just because I want to bring big gift, maybe biggest gift to people for history fight. Please stay in history.
All right, sounds good. Mario, how excited does this make you for May 5th already?
Yeah, no, May 5th is around the corner. Before we let you go, I think we have some fans that have a couple questions. Ana has the microphone.
All right, Anna Valencia is out there with the fans.
That's right,
now.
guys. I mean, you guys can see it for yourself. Look at the excitement over here. But I do have Michael with me that has a question for Canelo.
Canelo, al Chile, ¿ese güey pega como sí o no?
Depende. Ya me iba a ir por otro lado, pero No, no, no. Tiene una pegada respetable, es un gran peleador, siempre lo he dicho, pero nada del otro mundo.
Look, I've always said I respect him. He has a good punch, but nothing out of this world. Nothing out of this world.
Yes. Okay, right over here. So we got Canelo out of the way. Now for Triple G, we got a good crowd right here. Okay, right here. What is your name and what do you want to ask Triple G?
My name is George, and what's up, Triple G? I admire you because you fight Mexican style. What round are you gonna knock out Canelo?
If you didn't understand that, he said, "What round are you gonna knock him out?" And
Come on, guys, just I'm not God. No. Everybody understands this huge fight. It's an amazing show. No prediction. Seriously, if you want, stay with us in Cinco de Mayo. Just please welcome to Vegas.
Always a gentleman, the clock. All right, now we got one more. Time for one more.
all right.
Sure.
Who do we have? Let's see. This gentleman right here. Who are you rooting for, and what's your name, and what's your question?
Triple G all the way. Viva Mexico, Triple G. Mexico for Triple G. Triple G. Do you feel like you hurt Canelo with your punches as we saw him backing out from the 6th round up? Do you feel you hurt him with your punches?
You know, just I think this is a bad day for us, for both. Right now, just I promise, still ready. I promise bring great show, and I believe Canelo the same size. You know, he bring amazing show. This is biggest day for us.
Okay, thank you, Gennady, and thank you, everyone, once again for a great event. And please, reminder for May 5th, the tickets are on sale right now. They're going fast. Don't forget Canelo Triple G going down live, Cinco de Mayo from the T-Mobile Arena on HBO pay-per-view. We will now pose the fighters with their teams and face them off before they leave to start their training camps for Golden Boy Promotions, Triple G Promotions, my co-host Jessica Rosales, and the entire Golden Boy Media and Entertainment team. I'm Mario Lopez, and we will see you in Vegas. Gracias.